Good evening, all members of the cult, past, current, and future, and welcome to another video. I'm sure you can tell from the title, we are going to be doing another Adept lore build, and today is going to be the Trapper, the original killer, the Dead by Daylight poster child, the man once known by the name of Evan McMillan, who is now one of the many killers in the service of the entity. I'm not going to spend too long here at the start. We have a lot to get through in the actual build before going to the gameplay, so let's just jump right in. For a quick reminder, I guess you can say, rules for the Adept builds is I do not use overly meta perks unless said perks fit the lore I'm going for. The lore can refer to the killer's personality, their backstory, the additional tome stories, or even just how they are said to interact in the world. Another thing is every killer in these Adept videos will always have one of their unique perks that I believe is the most fitting out of the three. And lastly, this build is meant just for kind of a little bit of fun, really, for you to play, I guess you can say, like a lore-accurate Trapper. This is not designed to get you wins. This is not designed to put you at the top of the leaderboard or any of that. These are just builds that you might win, you might not. The whole point is to have fun playing as a lore-accurate Trapper. With all that aside, let's get into the build. So for his unique perk, I went with Brutal Strength. Your great strength allows you to shred through your prey's defenses, destroy pallets, walls, and generators 20% faster. So it's been no secret that the Trapper has always been described as a brute of a man, an absolute unit, extremely large, extremely imposing, extremely strong. I mean, between the setting bear traps, working in the mines, carrying survivors all the time, you're going to put on some muscle. This man's been hitting his protein goals, so Brutal Strength of his three uniques, I feel, is the most fitting. And now we run into one of the meta perks. I'm aware this is one of the most meta perks to run on Trapper, but I think it fits him, and I'll explain why in a minute. Your prayers invoke a dark power that melds with the survivor's chance of survival. 3 generators located furthest from you are blocked by the entity for 120 seconds. When the survivor enters the dying state, the perk is deactivated and the gens are no longer blocked. So, in all my years of playing this game, there have been 3 killers I've noticed that have the most influence by the entity. That is the Artist, the Plague, and the Trapper. The Trapper is different, though. The entity pretty much manipulated every facet of the Artist's life, whereas the Plague succumbed to the entity as her new god after everything basically went to hell. Trapper, on the other hand, was essentially taken by the entity after the atrocity he committed of trapping the workers in the mines, killing his father, etc. However, despite that psychotic break, it is stated in the old lore that Evan actually fought the entity. He did not want to become a killer. He did not want to track down and harm people. The entity had to essentially torture him into becoming a killer. That's why he has all these hooks through his body. These are from the entity. And eventually, whether it was his body or his mind or his spirit, something broke. And, well, Evan became corrupted. He became a slave to the entity. So despite this being a very meta perk that everyone runs on Trapper, I do genuinely believe that it functions as a good, lore-accurate perk for him. Next, we have Hex, Nothing But Misery. After you damage Survivor 8 times with a basic attack, a Dull Tome becomes a Hex Tome, cursing the survivors. When you damage a survivor with a basic attack, they gain 5% hindered for 15 seconds. Now, this is another very strong perk, but the lore implications behind it is very simple. Nothing but misery. That describes Evan's life. His family was killed by his father. The workers were killed by his father. He was abused by his father. He eventually snapped and killed the workers on behalf of his father, killed his father, and it's just, Evan did not have a good life. You could argue to an extent he did, since he was the son of a wealthy coal mine owner, but ultimately, the poor boy suffered, so I do believe Nothing But Misery greatly applies to the Trapper, and this, you will see this perk, spoiler alert, you will see this perk again in future Adept videos, because there are quite a few who lived terrible lives before being taken by the entity. And lastly, No Way Out. After hooking a survivor for the first time, No Way Out gains a token. Once the exit gate is empowered, No Way Out activates. When a survivor interacts with an exit gate switch, you receive a loud noise notification. The entity then blocks both gates for 12 seconds, plus an additional 12 for each token in your possession. So, this one is very simple, just like Nothing But Misery. This is meant to represent Ethan killing the coal mine workers. He trapped them in the mine. They had no way out. They had no choice but to die from starvation, suffocation, their wounds, etc. So there's no crazy big implication for No Way Out. This is simply to represent the coal miners he killed that finally sent him down the path of becoming a killer for the entity. And for the add-ons, we are using the Rusted Jaws simply because to represent the bear trap that was used to kill people. The one he used when hunting, or quote-unquote hunting, his father used when hunting bear, when it was actually referring to the mother. And the trapper bag. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have a lore reason for this one. It's just nice having extra traps because behavior just will not do anything to help this poor boy. But yeah, that is the build. I hope you all enjoy it and enjoy the games that are coming up. Like I ask always every time, if you would be so kind as to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, doesn't cost you a dime, and it helps the cult grow. Of course, if you don't want to, that's fine, but it would be greatly appreciated. With that aside, let's fire this up, get into the game, and play as the lore-accurate Trapper. Alright, and we have spawned in on the Mother's Dwelling in the Red Forest. Let's see if we can't make something happen here. We'll set it here in case they want to run this pallet. Go ahead and trap here. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. We got someone already. Let's see if we can actually make it before they get themselves free. And we can. Fantastic. Alright, just in case they're a Swift, we're going to move the trap. Because they could be a Swift, they could have Kindred, there could be any number of ways they can reveal the trap. Let's go ahead and trap up this window, make it harder for them to jump out of it. We got the pallet trap too. See, we'll go ahead and hit this with Brutal. Alright, and then I heard Meg run off this way, or Ada. It was Meg. Alright, go ahead, get the hit on her. Fantastic. Beautiful. Quick down, break the pallet with Brutal. Get her picked up, slap her on the hook. For a while, actually. Break this with Brutal. We can catch up to her quicker. We're not going to tunnel right away, because there's no need to right now. We're doing fairly good at the start. We didn't get the hit there. We'll moonwalk some. Yep, she's checking. So we'll just go ahead and break this. So that pallet in that window can't be used. There we go. Progress. Yep, someone's up there working on it. Let's try and get up there. Use the speed boost from setting the trap. There's a strong chance they're going to commit to it. Or not. They just run away. That's fine. Okay, so we'll go over here and we'll get the rescuer. It was Meg. Sprint burst. That's fine. Alright, Alright, he takes the hit. We'll break this with Brutal. We'll go for Jake so we can get our final stack of No Way Out. Alright, there we go. Is this still regressing? Yes, it is. Alright, let's go ahead and throw him on that hook down there. We'll go check this generator over here. Someone was working on it. They're not here now. Oh, wait, no, they are. Okay. Ada's just hiding there the whole entire time. There we go. Good trap placement. And we are one more hit away from having nothing but misery active. There goes Quentin. He's going for the save. Alright, so actually what we'll do is we'll go ahead and reset this trap over here, then we'll kick the generator. We got that reset. Kick this. We'll go and check this gen, and now that no one's been over here for a little while, we'll reset the trap on this pallet. Oh wait, no, there is no pallet, never mind. Old scratch marks here, someone's going for the save. Well, it looked like they were, but apparently not. That's still regressing. That hasn't been touched. So we have a 3-gen setup right here, which is very good. Let's go ahead, just to be safe. We'll go ahead and trap up Shack. Grab this trap here. Alright, I didn't want to go back on Ada immediately, but she's the one I found. So we'll go ahead and hit her. We got nothing but misery. There we go. Hit Quentin. 5% slower for 15 seconds. That gives us a lot of time to catch up. Balanced. Alright, balanced landing. That's fine. We lost that back left generator. Nothing really wrong with losing that. If he goes for the window, he gets trapped. There we go. Jake slowed down. They're taking hits for each other. Since Jake is the one that's slowed, we'll go after him. There we go. We'll pick him up. Go ahead and put Jake on hook. We'll reset this. This trap pretty much denies this really strong pallet, so that's exactly what we need. Alright, Quentin touched that enough to get to quit regressing. Nothing but misery is gone, but that's fine. It did what it needed to. It got us down on Jake. So go ahead and kick this. We got that pallet trapped. Just to be safe, we'll go ahead and trap this window too, since it's right here by a gen. So that's that loop completely cut off. And we'll cut this off too. Alright. Okay, unfortunately, Quentin can't go anywhere. There we go. We'll throw him up on hook by the generator. We know Ada's here. As long as I can stop her from deactivating my trap, she can't do anything. Alright, she just left. So just about everyone should be on death hook. We've been doing really good on chases. Okay, so I need to move this trap further out. There, move that a bit further out. Cut that off. Well, she's still in here. I saw some fresh scratch marks. Okay, she's taking off this way. Let's go ahead. Trap this pallet up, because that's a really good pallet. I don't hear her. She's up there. Okay. Alright, we chased her off with... Chased her off the Jin so we can kick it. She used her sprint burst. That's exactly what we want. Didn't realize they broke this trap. Alright, you know what? That's fine. That just lets me carry around an extra trap now, since we don't need... Hi, Ada. Alright, so I do believe Ada's dead. Jake's dead. One exit gate to slow down their exit gate progress. If we can find one on the way. I don't want to sacrifice Jin's just to go and trap an exit gate. I think the best option is to go check... Don't see anyone there, so we'll go check this Jin on the hill where the unhook was. Yep, there we are. So hopefully I can push them towards the jungle gym. Nope, I wasn't able to. Dramaturgy. I'm not sure if that was finesse or not. Alright, if he got the exposed, I don't know. Alright, so they're untrapping over there, which is fine. There's no reason to be over there anymore since the gym's done. That's fine. They're wasting time deactivating traps right now. Shack window is still trapped. There we go. Alright, so this one's dead. They're down to the final generator. We will reset shack window. Alright, there we go. There's Meg. I think Quentin's the only one left. We are going to try and go for a 4K. If she tries to take the window, she gets trapped. Fantastic. Alright, let's down her. I feel like this trap has served all the purpose it's going to serve. Where is... Okay, so I got 3 Gen, actually. Alright, and there's Quentin. Gates. Alright, he went and picked up Meg. Oh, I didn't realize it was right here. Alright, we'll go ahead. Get him. We'll go ahead and trap that, give him one less avenue of escape. Didn't matter, he just sent it. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's right, he has balanced landing, I forgot. Oh, well, it's fine, we still catch him here. He didn't make it anywhere. Alright, and I think he's the only one not on death hook, so we will go ahead and throw him up. I was incorrect. Meg is the one that is still not on death hook yet. Alright, fair enough. So, even though we have no way out, I do like this little bit of extra protection against the exit gates. If she finds Hatch, she finds it. That's fine. Oh, she does not find it. Beautiful. And there we go. Fantastic. Let's go finish this off with a Mori. So we did end up finding Meg. She got herself caught in a trap at one of the exit gates, and we got her with the Mori. Oh no, it was not a depth Meg. D-strike, balance, balance, off the record. So, alright, let's move on to the second game. Alright, we are in the underground complex. This map is very hit or miss for Trapper. It can be extremely good, it can be extremely terrible. It really just depends on a lot of factors. But right now, all we can really do is just set up the best we can. We are going to immediately get rid of this window. This window is such a pain to deal with. Alright. Oh, and the survivor saw me set up there, so... we'll go for Claudette. She doesn't have sprint burst. She just outright wasn't paying attention. Alright, there we go. Got an early hit on her. We'll grab this trap real quick. They broke the trap at the window, which I expected because they just all spawned in right beside me for some reason. Oh, no, I messed that up. So, yeah, this group is definitely going to be more of a pain than the last one. Because they absolutely know what they're doing, from what I can tell. And there was that pallet right there, because this is Hawkins. She came back for the flashlight save. Doesn't matter, she has just pallet after pallet. Go ahead and break this with Brutal. Yep, he hung around, that's fine. That's another pallet gone. Claudette's hanging out in here. Oh, she did have sprint burst this entire time. Here, which sucks. Somebody here messed that up. Go ahead and reset this. They're not hanging around there. Alright, that's fine. That's another pallet gone. Happy to take that. Set this trap here. Let me get away from here before the anti-camp kicks in. There we go. So there's a shadow step around here. So they're going to be going for the save right now. We'll go ahead and get the hit on Dwight. There we go. Go ahead and reset this. Reset this. Alright, he messed up. We're gonna go ahead and reset the trap on this window. And then we got someone up top. Go ahead and go up there and get them. Alright, that was James Sunderland. He ran off. I need to go ahead and break that. Someone's over here breaking traps. We're still going to keep this trapped up. At the very least, it wastes their time. Okay, there we go. There's another. Yeah, we are not going to have as much success on this round as we did the last one. It's fine. Break it with Brutal. It doesn't help we have no traps on this side of the map set up. Alright, the shadow step is somewhere around here. Luckily, it does not get rid of their blood. And then we get them right there. Beautiful. Face the wall, no flashlighters. They are no doubt a Swift, so I don't expect them to fall for any basement traps. This guy probably just immediately shouted out where the trap was. Let's go ahead and break that. Go ahead and break this. Let's see, I see someone running off this way. No, they were running this way. Oh, they were running somewhere and they just fucked off and disappeared now. Okay, we're just going to have to do something about Feng Min. She's just not going to leave that generator alone. Let's go ahead and grab a trap. Okay, she just leaves. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Oh, that's not Fang, that's Nia. I don't know why I thought that was Fang. But we do have, Nothing But Misery up. This does pair better with Rapid Brutality, but Rapid Brutality did not match the lore build, so I didn't run it. That somehow didn't hit. I guess they just have that good a ping. Yeah, these guys have really good ping. None of my attacks are even coming close to landing. Go ahead and trap that. We'll kick this again. I can literally see you, Claudette. Okay. Go ahead and get that kicked. Let's get back over here. Let's put her down. Let's see. They're all just going to be here. We're just going to kick this Jin. Alright, so, yeah, it looks like this is going to be the play. Just slug it out. I just saw him over here. Alright, put him down. Hopefully we can get over here and put her down. Shadow Step is being problematic. They are really relying on their Shadow Step to help them not get seen. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. He has Dead Hard this entire time. Okay, sure. Alright, that's her down. They're going to be picking Nia up in a minute. Yep. I need to go ahead and start working on breaking these pallets. I can't kick it anymore, unfortunately. Go ahead and set that there. Set this up here. Alright, there goes, who's that? Dwight? I gotta remember that Dwight has Dead Hard. Actually, we'll go for Claudette. Yeah, they have extremely good ping. Yeah, so they're doing the smart thing, but it's literally the only thing they can do, and that's just run me as far away from the Jhin as they can. Let's see, we did manage... So that stops them from coming through that way. Okay, they're coming. Yep, so they have no choice but to either break that trap. Yeah, no way out's been activated, so they're trying to push that gate. Let's see, I heard Dwight healing. Yeah, Dwight was healing himself up. Your finesse did not work that good, Dwighty boy. Alright, she's dead. Fantastic. I think she's dead. Nope, not dead. It might not necessarily work perfectly. All right, cool. All right, so we got two. We got a draw. But all right, I'll see everybody in the in-game screen. All right. Okay. So no salt, no GGs, but still very good. This was a strong team. Just the fact that we got a draw is amazing. But I'll see everybody in the lobby for us to close out the video. All right, everybody, and that was the Lore Trapper build. I hope everyone enjoyed it. We had some good games. We won the first one. We got a draw on the other. My thoughts on the build, in my personal opinion, was it wasn't terrible. I feel like without Rapid Brutality or Save the Best for Last, you don't get as much value from Nothing But Misery. And Corrupt and Brutal were a big help. Brutal helped me just shred through all those pallets. If I would have been smarter about my pallet breaking, I could have maybe pulled things off a bit better because they wouldn't have had any protection resources left. And No Way Out, I mean, is No Way Out. It kept them in the match long enough for me to get that draw at the end of the last one. So I had fun with the build. I think it was fantastic. Feel free to change it up or add it wherever you want. And if you made it this far, comment down below what you would see or what you would like to see in a lore build, because at some point in the future, if we can get enough subscribers to the channel, enough comments, I'm going to do basically what's called a Redux series, where I'm going to use your suggestions in the comments for other lore builds. So keep that in mind if you want to see something, or if you want to change it up, or if you think maybe you have a more accurate lore build, then feel free to tell me in the comments, and your comment might be chosen for whenever the Redux series comes around. But enough of that. I hope everyone had a fantastic day, night, evening, whatever, wherever they are. A good day, good afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Check all the links in the description, and have a good night.